God, in this revelation, and as God was speaking to us, He was showing you that the white man was going to use these weapons of mass destruction on the whole world and on His people because they despised Jesus Christ, who was born a product of the black race. These are the things that we turn from as we look and we find a man speaking these things. If you go to the preachers of the Gentiles, unless their faith is so intact with God, they're not going to tell you the truth. They're going to be a liar and a deceiver to you, the majority of them here, that maintain that integrity towards their original father. They're not going to tell you the truth. They're going to continue to bring drugs in here in one hand and distribute them to the people with the other hand. They're going to continue to do things according to their will in their way. If we don't lift up our eyes and back away from this flame that they call, we got to change. Even them who want to break away from it all, who honor and praise the name of Jesus Christ, not as an image of them in their quotation, but as an image upon which he was truly born, and an image upon which he was when he came and laid down his life for us. We can't look and cling to a lie of false hope and false belief on this hand, and praise the lie of the praise the God of God with hope on this hand, which is different. We have to be in sync with the complete Him and know who we are serving. You see the Pope. You see so many people in this earth. They walk around with the image of Jesus being born a white person. You're living a lie of make-believe. But we don't want to go there. Because it's not the outside of him that matters. It's the inside of him, the blood that ran down the cross that really matters. If we quit looking at the image and look at the blood that he shed for us, then our salvation is given to us to have a hope and our belief in him and on him. We have to change of who we are. Abandon the false hope and the false belief which have been plagued this generation and caused racism upon the earth, which have divided the kingdom, when God himself sent Jesus to die upon the cross to unite the world. But racism, through actuality and facts, have created a myth of who Jesus Christ was, and it became a thorn among the nations. And as it became a thorn among the nations, through a genocide, through hatred, through racism, became the Tea Party. Became the way they treat Barack Obama as president. Became the way that the white received the black and the black received the white. It have been a thorn in the side of the peoples and nations, dividing one against the other. Let me go a little bit further. He says, the beast that you saw, we'll go over this one more time, and I'm going to let you hear this again. Verse 8. Revelation 17:8. The beast that thou sawest was, and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder whose name were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was, and is not, and yet is. In other words, he telling you this man made a covenant with death and hell. He made a covenant with death and hell. So they're using Barack Obama as a decoy. And here is the man, verse 9, which has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains. 7 heads is 7 mountains. Mountain towers above the valley. The rest of the nation upon the earth becomes the valley, but the 7 mountains is the 7 leaders of the greatest nation upon the earth, which takes you back to the 7 heads of the beast. And on mountain on which the woman sitteth, that's the CIA, the horn with the little eye. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he come, he must continue a short stay. In other words, he's telling you there's going to be a civil war among them after they win the victory over the earth. Then this man is going to hold back with his force that he is, the CIA. Once these nations, he conjured these nations in to beat each other down, then the CIA going to come out with his big gun, his mega forces, which teaches and practices racism, just like God said in Revelation chapter 13, that the head was wounded to death is going to come alive again. We see this in the unfolding of the Tea Party. We see this in the mindset of the man that despite all that Barack Obama have done to try to enhance America, the man said and said he's the worst president we ever had. And the beast that was and is not, even he is a and is of the 7. In other words, he's letting you know the CIA, the one that carried them over there. You go to Daniel, he'll tell you, Daniel chapter 11, he tell you the CIA brought them over. The Bible is consistent. And goes into perdition. The CIA is the 8th horn. Because I tell you in Daniel chapter 7 that they gave the horn with the little eye. He showed you 10 horns, and he showed you 7 horns. In other words, he showed you the 7 heads, and he's the centralized government in there, but he showed you they won that. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom. They are not king, but they receive no kingdom because it's part of the infrastructure of the military fighting force. So they was not placed in there by the people, for the people, because the 10 horn is the commanding chiefs of the military, who gain victory. So they're gonna give them honor as kings by letting them be kings for 1 hour with the CIA, and never said anything about Barack Obama. This is the mystery part. Why? Because Barack Obama was born a product of a black man. They do not honor a black man, but they send in for the white man as a decoy into the world to seduce the mind of the world, to help them continue to fight and take dominion over God's people, committing a genocide and blaspheming the name of God by destroying the law of Moses and replacing it with the law called Mine. These have one mind, and shall give their power unto this and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King